the girls also go on to become world champions, and then we will really accept that whatever a man can do, the women can do better. All right, gentlemen, I must thank you, Cosmos, for your time. We will excuse Cosmos. Dunodi Okonta will be joining us after this break, and when we return, we'll be taking a look at domestic football in Nigeria. A whole lot of huge games to be played in the Nigerian National League. In fact, you won't be making a mistake if you think that there are bigger teams in the Nigerian National League this season than even in the Glo Premier League. The big traditional clubs are really doing battle in the Nigerian National League. We'll take a look at all of that and more when we return. All right, thank you for staying with us. It's still Sports Tonight on a very beautiful Tuesday. And of course, if you just joined us, you've missed out on a good part of the show. But there's still plenty more for you, let me add. But you've missed out on our discussions around the Nigeria-Mexico friendly, and of course around the under-17 girls, the Flamingos, who are currently training in Faro, Portugal. Dunodi Okonta has joined us now. Our expert on the domestic league. And Dunodi, I mean, we said something before we went on break. Looks like the National League, we'll go into the fixtures in a couple of seconds from now. Looks like the National League has a lot more, how do I put it, bigger teams in the National League than even in the Glo Premier League. When you look at stationary stores coming back, you look at Shooting Stars, you look at Insurance of Benin, you look at who again? 3SC of Ibadan. When you see bigger teams, Gateway. Some will not agree with you. Yeah. Because I would just say Imba, but Imba is the most successful Nigerian club side. Yeah. We talked about some of the oldest teams. Those teams when we had the Pro League then, before we start changing the system from Pro League 1, Pro League 2, Pro League 3, then we came back to the Premier League, then we had the National League and every other thing. They've been in existence, even though they've not been able to find their feet in the top flight. They've not been able to establish. Unless maybe we are looking at Shooting Stars and Bender Insurance, who have won in the last 20 years. They've won continental type trophies. So we can say yes, some of the oldest clubs. But in terms of the biggest club, Imba fans will not agree with you. Rangers will definitely not agree. Rangers will not agree with you because these are clubs that they get relegated. So Rangers will not agree with you. But when you look at the clubs involved in the National League, I won't see the kind of competition we've seen in the past, because some of the clubs in the National League, both in Division A and Division B, we are likely going to be seeing some of the traditional clubs. They won't come back, and they've shown that in the first two games. Even though the first two games will eventually not determine what will happen at the end of the day, because we are not into the crucial moment of the league season. So, but we pray as it's all started to end this week, so that we will enjoy the best of the National League, given the kind of teams and the pedigree of these teams. All right, let's go quickly and take a look at the fixtures of the Nigeria National League. Let's start from Division A. We are playing week 3 midweek. That's tomorrow and Thursday. But let's start from Division A in the north. Kogi United will be back at home in Lokoja. They'll be taking on Sokoto United. Beautiful Conference Stadium. Yeah, the beautiful Conference Stadium that hosted some of the games of Enyimba. I beg about the Kano Pillars last season. Yeah. We have DSS of Kaduna. They will be hosting Kwara United. That will be in Kaduna. In Jos, we will see Mighty Jets against Orange Bees. That's two traditional teams. Big teams in the past. Big teams in the past, as you said. Nigeria Prisons of Abuja will be taking on TIP. It's more like a derby. Old Parade Ground. I mean, it's more like a derby. Those two teams are based in Abuja. FRSC will be taking on Spotlight in Division A. Other games in Division A, we have Jigawa against Plateau United. Jigawa currently facing some heat. They've been fined by the and docked point as well. They lost 3 points, 3 goals, and let's see what Plateau will bring to Dulce, where this game will be played. Tornadoes of Mina will be taking on Adamawa United as well in Mina, and then the last game is the high riding Wiki Tourists, who are currently early days yet, but they are topping the group. They'll be taking on Supreme Court in that one. Let's come to Division B. Aqua Starlets will be taking on ABS. ABS on the road for the second consecutive week after losing 2-1 to First Bank on Sunday. We have UNICEF will be hosting Gabros International. Raymond Stars will be welcoming Ekiti United to the Depot Dinner Stadium in Ijebu-Ode. There's the Holy Ghost Derby in Lagos tomorrow. Somebody changed the name. He said
rumble in the cathedral.
It's a rumble at
Is the heavenly showdown.
It's a heavenly showdown. Football made in heaven. It's a Holy Ghost derby. That's what some people call it. City of David United, COD United against Mountain of Fire and Miracle, MFM. So, I mean, and someone says maybe an angel will be the referee in this one. And then on Thursday, that game is tomorrow, by the way. COD against MFM is tomorrow. And then on Thursday, Onigon Stadium will welcome easily one of the biggest fixtures it would have had in a long, long time.
Wow.
And that's because stationery stores are hosting Shooting Star Sports Club of Ibadan. If this was in the past, the whole country will have shut down. But then these teams are just...
this used to be a massive game. Massive fixture.
And stationery stores are just back, barely 3 weeks in the Nigerian National League. They already have an endorsement for their shirts. A betting company has already picked up the endorsement of the shirt. This is exactly the atmosphere.
It's no surprise. Stationery stores are easily one of the biggest clubs some will argue the biggest club in Lagos, one of the biggest in the southwest, and definitely one of the biggest in Nigeria. This used to be a major fixture on the west coast of Nigeria.
Let me run through the other fixtures. Go round in Omoku. We'll be taking on Gateway. Insurance of Benin will be home to Abia Comments, and then we have Prime of Osogbo. They'll be welcoming First Bank of Lagos. These are the fixtures for the Nigeria National League. So I'm sure Dumnodi, you will be around some of those games. So tomorrow about this time, we should be able to give you updates around some of those games, and of course tell you the results and all that you need to know around those games as well. But let's step down, Dumnodi, and take a look at the Nigerian Nationwide League. You talked about it is the biggest league in Nigeria. It's the biggest in terms of number of teams. And I mean, we must commend the board of the Nigerian Nationwide League, what innovations they brought in, how they want to make it beautiful to watch, well monitored and all of that. But you can run through the results for us of what we have on the screen.
Well, in Division 1A, we have Grey International FC beating Atiba United 1-0. Obomoso United and Ajiroba Oni played at a 1-1 draw. Ila Orogun, sorry. They are forgiven. They are forgiven. They beat Juvenile, and Juvenile is being handled by Tessalonian. They lost that game. It was that game was lost. They lost that game. They lost that game because they didn't play the game with. They didn't complete their registration. They didn't play the game with their
full complement of players.
Even their licenses. So that game was lost. So FCBD beat,
was it lost on the pitch or was it
on the pitch? On the pitch.
So FCBD beat Peacemaker 2-0. White Crime Fighters lost 1-2 to Apigio United FC.
The only away win.
For Division 1B, that's Group B. We have Gokana FC, that's the club from River State, playing J Atete, that's Julius Atete, the club from Warri. 2-0. Enyimba Feeders defeated Crime Busters 1-0. Ambassadors and Lobby Stars was postponed. Upper United beat Bosdorf 4-0. I hope they will continue this league. And of course, the Rising Star lost and beat FC Lokoja 2-0.
Some interesting names in this league. You have Crime Fighters, Crime Busters.
We're cashless now.
Well, for the 1C, we have Kwara United Feeders beating Police Machine 1-0. Dalatu United 1, Borough United 0. Megajirafi 3, NIMC, that is Nigerian National Identity Management Corporation. They beat NIMC 3-2. Cardinal Bees